Welcome all, I'm Anita Naidu, counseling psychologist. Today I'm going to discuss about mental illness and questionnaire we very frequently come across. The first question I mostly hear they ask me is not able to understand what I'm going through. This question I think I heard it lot many times. uh, Not able to understand what I'm going through. That means the awareness of your thoughts. Thoughts can be negative and positive. It is we who decide whether we are going through negative thoughts and positive thoughts. Positive thoughts, you're well off. And if it is negative thoughts, then you have to check it. Are you getting any fear promoting thoughts or anxiety promoting thoughts or negative promoting thoughts? If it is negative promoting thoughts and positive promoting thoughts, you can always enhance your positive promoting thoughts because that will reduce the stress in your mind, because lot of the problems are relating with the stress in this world, because most of the stress related are with the negative thoughts, connected with the negative thoughts, and stress is very dangerous in today's world. We have to get rid of it. And the second one I keep hearing lot many times. I came across with my friend who is hiding pain, but they laugh. They laugh a lot. Yes, they are faking out. See, it is an emotional balancing that we have to do for the mental freshness. When you're hiding your pain, your sadness, you cannot laugh. Still, when you're laughing out, that means you're faking your emotions. When you don't have control on your emotions, then you drift into stress. Stress is very dangerous, and we enter into lot of other problems. So we have to get rid of that. So for that, we have to understand, we have to vent out to your best friend, or to a counselor, or go for a psychologist, or have a chat with them, or else talk to your mummy because they are the best psychologist. You have to vent out. You cannot build up your stress or emotions feeling sad but faking your laugh. It will burst you out. And the third most important, I frequently listen. These people, whoever they hide their pain, they enter into depression and they get into an addiction. Addiction is nothing but it's like a relaxation, temporary relaxation. They go for it, and temporary relaxation is always dangerous. When you're really depressed, you're not able to vent out your pain. You're very sad inside. But you get into an addiction. Addiction is nothing but if you drink or have a drug or something, it'll give you a temporary relaxation, but the next day you again want to have it. You again want to have it. It's the mimicking of the drug or the mimicking of the relaxation what we give. And this is always dangerous because you're not getting a permanent solution for anything, and you're searching for the temporary solutions in your life. So always go for the permanent solutions. Visit a counselor, or visit your talk to your friend. You can always get rid of these stress by talking to a friend, or venting out to your mother or sister, because they're the best psychologists, or go for a counselor, talk to them, or write a letter to an anonymous person, tear it up, or write something, whatever you want to vent out, and tear it. See, there's so many techniques that we can show you how to get rid of this stress. Stress management leads to lot of mental illnesses. and you cannot continue without bursting out your pain or sadness inside of you. Every human being goes through these sort of temporary pains, but you need to understand your thoughts need to come from negative to positive, and that you have to understand how to clear it up. And the fourth one usually come up, people are venting out how we should react. This comes from usually from sisters or younger sisters and younger brothers. We say this is an emotional quotient. See, when you're going through a sadness or pain, everybody will have an emotional quotient. You should understand where to vent out, how to vent out, whom to vent out. That is the thinking or thought process of a normal person. When you're drifting into a stress zones and depressive mood, you don't know how. You keep on repeating the same sadness. See, last summer I was sad for this. You want to mention the same sadness this summer. See, if I tell you, I'll give you a small thing. If I tell the same joke for three times, can you keep laughing? You'll laugh for the first time. Second time, you'll give a small sign. Third time, you'll say, "Ki, why don't you shut up, ma'am? We cannot laugh for the same joke. Third time, the same thing, the sadness. So, you need to go approach a proper person who can guide you, can give you a proper advice and techniques. There's so many ways you can get rid of this depression or stress. There's so many techniques. You see, you have dance therapies, and you have art therapies, you have mindfulness therapies, or you even have the music therapies in a counselor's room. So once and for all, we have to get rid of this stress, so that because it does not lead to any depressions or you burst out like a volcano, because a human mind is comparative to a deep ocean, they say. And everything is a choice making, as we say, because life is just a choice making. See, if you really want to go back to the sadness what you went through last year, you keep on repeating, that's your choice making. Whether you want to be happy or sad, it's yours. So you cannot always think about what has happened in your past. So you have to move on. So for that moving on, it's your choice making. So this is most important. You have to always bounce back. Okay. And but okay, there are few genetic exceptions I have to say here before doing people who cannot control or accept yourself or something like that. There are few exceptions, like genetic disorders. See, for people who have genetic disorder from congenital, like babies born, or family history, or childhood history, or abuses. See, if they are entering into that zone, then we can give them proper therapies and techniques. We can list number of things. We can just go on. We can give them proper techniques and proper therapies, so that they become just like a normal people with a good thought process, and the awareness of positiveness and negativeness build up. And the last one I keep observing, if people are depressed, and can we decide what to do? Many people, they ask, mostly the family members, they are already depressed, how can they decide what to do and where to go and whom to consult? Yes, that's true. But what is depression? Depression is nothing but feeling worthless. See, if I say I'm a worthless counselor, can I continue this job? No, worthless counselor. It sounds really ridiculous. So, I have to go on. Yeah, this is something what I can do. The job I do, the people I give therapies, I'm doing my job. This is what I can do. I cannot do more than this. My job is this. Nobody can go beyond what they can do. It can be students or parents or anybody, career people. Nothing is in your hand. You can get rid of all your stress and all your negative emotions and drift into a positive zone where you can live happily and never hide your sadness, because whether it is negative or positive, venting out is a proper way so that you become very feel free at heart. You can vent out to anybody, to your best friend or to a counselor, to your psychologist, or to your mother. Mummies are the best, and to your sister, because they are the best natural psychologists. You can talk to them. Venting out is a perfect, and always develop your thought process, thought awareness, self awareness, how you introduce yourself, and how you be self confident. See, if I talk about self confidence, I can go on for many days. So, self confidence, build up your self confidence, boost yourself, and bounce back, because these are just minor mental illnesses that we can always overcome with our self confidence and self awareness. Signing out, this is Anita Naidu. Thanks a lot. You can always shoot your answers or shoot your questions, sorry. Shoot your questions so that I can answer you always online. Thank you.